What is going on YouTube? It's your boy Inferno here, and I'm checking in once again with yet another tutorial. Yes, sir. So new tutorial, you are going to achieve this nice piece I have on screen. So without much ado, relax. We are on the road to 1K, so don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel. That much ado, let's get to it. So this kind of designing or this kind of process is going to take parts. So we are going to start with part 1, part 2, and part 3 till we complete. Okay, we are going to work on these two artworks. So we have artwork 1 here, and then we have artwork 2. Okay, so it is an artwork that I worked on for my boss during the eve of his wife's birthday. So we are going to create a thank you, and then most importantly, the actual flyer itself. Okay, all right. So we have this one, the actual flyer. So we have to create a new document. So file, new, and then you come here. Okay, file, new. Okay, then you get here. So in here, just input these values. First, change your unit of measurement from pixels to inches, and change the width to 5 inches and then height 6 inches respectively. Everything should be intact with the exception of the color profile. Make sure that you change it to Adobe RGB. Okay, all right. So afterwards, if this is not on 300, make sure that you put it back on 300 or you change it to 300, and then Adobe RGB 1998, and then you create. You come in here and then you start. Okay, so I imported my images. So I just come in here, I have them arranged here. So I first imported this image like so. Okay, and then I drag it onto our created canvas like so. Okay, so I just position it somewhere here, and then I just close this with Ctrl W or Command W on Mac, and then left click here and then import this to as well. So just drag and drop. Okay, just drag and drop. All right, so just as I did for the first one, I would kind of select the subject, or I would kind of crop this particular image out of my background before I put it, or before I take it onto the actual canvas, or let's say working area. Okay, all right, so this is what I did. With the image selected, I went to so the image is selected, and I go to select and then subject. Okay, yours can be select subject. Okay, mine is select and then subject. So my subject is selected. I would zoom in with Ctrl plus or Command plus on Mac to see if everything is intact. Everything is intact, so Ctrl plus and then press Kill to give you the quick mask. Okay, quick mask shortcut is Kill. Okay, all right. B for the brush to, and then reduce the size of the brush with the bracket keys that come right after the P. Okay, so the one that comes right after the P reduces the size of the brush to, or the circumference of the brush to, and the one that comes right after that particular bracket key after the P, bracket key after the P increases, or let's see, yeah, that's vice versa. Okay, increase and then decrease, decrease and increase. Okay, you can do it here too as well. Okay, all right. So make sure that you have white selected for your foreground, and then apply it here. Okay, make sure the opacity is on 100%. So just left click here and then change it to 100%, and then just left click. Okay, because the mask is not going to be perfect. Okay, so you have to refine it before it becomes perfect. Okay, all right. So I'm just, so left click. I already have white selected for my foreground, so I'll just left click. Okay, so I am revealing those areas that were hidden. Okay, with white. Okay, if let's say I switch to black with X, okay, or by clicking here, then I apply, you are going to see red in there. The red in there means that particular area is going to become hidden when you apply a mask onto it. Okay, all right, so let me quickly undo. Then I like what I've done so far, so okay, once again to turn the quick mask into a selection, and then add a layer mask by clicking here, okay, on the layer mask icon. So our image is cropped. V for the move to. Don't rasterize it yet, okay, just import it, okay, afterwards. So I just imported it, so left click and then imported it in here, okay, like so, and then position it somewhere here, okay. And this is where it is going to be useful. So if you don't rasterize it, the artwork is going to be easier for you when it gets to this phase, okay. So you already have this image that has the masked out region, or that has the layer mask attached to it. So all that you are going to do is make sure that the layer is selected and press Command G or Control J to create a duplicate of the layer. Okay, very good. So just drag the layer underneath this, underneath the first image, okay, so that the first image lies in between that particular layer, okay, and okay, the actual layer, okay, that has the image. So two images with the same image, but one is going to be for our background and the one is going to be for the subject, okay. So this is what I mean. So this is on top like so, okay, without the background. This is also there, okay, without the background. So I'll make sure that I have this selected, okay. I have the layer mask of this particular layer selected, okay, the duplicate, and I would press and hold Command or Control in Windows, and I would add I to invert my mask. Are you good? All right. So right now, you see we have our image here, and then we have the duplicate, and then the duplicate in which, or let's say the duplicate on which we are fading the image, but we have the background visible, okay. So the one with the image visible, the background not visible, and then the one with the background visible and the image not visible, okay. So one inverted, one normal, okay. That is going to give us the effect that we want. Are you good? All right. So like so, let's hide both. So we first hide this, then second we hide these two as well. So we have this image there, the image that we imported earlier on, and then we are going to go to select and then subjects, okay. So I did the select subject to did a good job. So all that we are going to do is to add a mask, just as we did for the image that we recently imported, okay. And then press Command G or Control G on Windows to create a duplicate of it too, okay. All right, and then let's hide it. We are not going to need it, but we are going to, maybe we might need it as we work, okay, or during the course of work, okay. So let's hide it, okay, like so. Then let's activate this one, okay. Then let's activate our subject. So you see what we have? Very good. We have this image, okay, with no inversion, and we have the same image but with an inversion. So we have the background, this we have the subject, okay. All right. So we select the subject and then we add the background layer to it, and then Command T or Control T on Windows to get the transform bounding box, and left click here and drag upwards like so, okay, to somewhere here, okay, and enter. Are we good? All right. So just by the way, this is what you want to achieve. So like this, okay, good. And we select this subject, okay, and then we drag it and then place it here. Very, very simple, okay. Drag it and place it here. Okay. All right. So like so. Very good. All right. So just like that, we are almost through. So let's just import some few things, okay, here. So let's first start let's first start with the actual designing, okay, before we import the other stuff. So just click here and then press T for the type tool, and then let's type celestial, okay, celestial. Command A or Control A on Windows to select, and then just left click on this icon and then increase the size like so. Just OK or register action by left clicking on the mark icon. V for the move to, left click and drag it here like so. Okay. Command Enter or Control Enter on Windows to turn the text or to make the text editable. Okay. Alright. Then click here and then type beauty. Okay, that is the name of the font that we are going to be using. Okay, beauty. Okay, all right. So I just click on it and I'll increase the size further like so. Okay, all right. So let's see, like this. Okay, and then the next app is birthday. Okay, so Command G or Control G on Windows to create a duplicate, and Command or Control press down, left click and drag downwards like so. Command Enter or Control Enter on Windows again to make the layer editable. Okay, all right. And then type birthday.